Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah. Today I'm going to give you the concept of nurturing positive inner speech. As you know, in our model, alright, we have the input into our well-being insofar as being a human being is our environmental input. And then we have our intra and intersocial input, and then we have our inner speech. So our inner speech is an entity that is created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us to have something to think about. And this is called, we call it inner speech, okay? Back call it automatic thoughts, and some people call it mental clutter or self-talk, and many other terminologies that's being used. So we stick to our terminologies, that's inner speech. So inner speech falls into two categories. For example, like mental clutter, these are negative inner speech. It's repetitive thoughts. So people with obsessive compulsive behavior, they are having these negative feelings. Oh, I'm not clean, I have to wash my hand. I'm not clean, I have to wash my hand. I'm not clean, I must wash. So that mental clutter becomes so obsessive that they are psychologically impaired. So this is the problem of the inner speech. So what we can understand is that we have the negative inner speech, that is automatic thoughts. We have more than 50,000 automatic thoughts every day, and more than 90% of them are negative thoughts or repetitive thoughts of events that have happened in the past, or some rumination, mental rumination of something that you did not get. Oh, I did not get this, I did not get this. So you keep on repeating, I did not get this. Or some, from the Islamic perspective also, this negative inner speech could be waswasa from the realm of shaitan. Alright, waswasa. For example, you have taken the wudu. Is the wudu clean or not clean? Then you take again, you wash again. So it becomes OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Alright, so this is the waswasa that we have, or the waswasa in terms of our ibadah, in terms of, for example, some people, they say that Allahu Akbar, Allah, as if they want to catch Allah, Allahu Akbar. Then it's, oh, Allah. So these are rumination. These are from the realm of shaitan. So we have to be careful insofar as what we nurture. Nurturing positive inner speech is nurturing from our akal. This is the spiritual. We have the realm of our roh, our qalb, our akal, and our akal is linked to our the residence or the linkage. Our qalb is linked to our heart, our akal is linked to our brain, and we have from our brain the input from nafs, the nafs. Remember, I give you the 3 level: nafs ammara bil su, nafsul lawamah, nafsul mutmainnah. So the input that is we are getting, if we are talking about our akal, this is our qalb. All right, this is our roh, and this is our akal. Okay, and our physical body, we have the brain here. So the brain, alright, our brain here, this is our brain from the physical body, this is the jasad. Alright, our brain then will be taking the input from the realm of waswasa or satanic realm, or the realm of intuition that is positive. So we have positive inner speech. So from this realm, it affects our akal. And there is a communication between our akal and our brain. And this communication between these two is constant. Okay, there is constant communication between these two realms. That means our brain and our akal is constantly talking to each other. If we nurture a negative inner speech, then this whole communication in terms of our negative will be our negative roh, our negative qalb, and our negative jasad. This is where negative jasad, we have stress. We call it, what we call it? Stress. Oh, I'm stressful. Why? I'm thinking about this, thinking, and there is no solution to it. Alright? So, the positive Islamic psychology model, our model is the most relevant model, very perfect and wonderful model, alhamdulillah. And this model of the self, as I told you, is I have derived it from the thoughts of Al-Imam Ghazali. This is a Ghazalian model. So I'm interpreting it from the perspective of modern psychology. Alright? So this interface between the brain and the akal is the high level. You got the akal kulli and akal al-juzi. So if the ultimate akal or the ultimate intellect is a sifa of Allah, all right? But between us, we have this interface on and off, on and off, on and off. And if it is negative inner speech, it is going to cause you a lot of stress, a lot of despair, a lot of problems. So what are the inner speech? You can give examples. Huh? For example, if we nurture our inner speech in terms of planting and fertilizing our akal, remember our akal and our brain with positive thoughts, with positive thinking, then slowly we are going to shift from the negativity of life. So for example, if we have something, we get something, what do you say? Alhamdulillah. Or we have something that is bad happen. For example, somebody had an accident. Inna lillah wa inna ilahi raji'un. So we go back to Allah. So that is positive inner speech. We speak to ourselves. You say, yes, inshallah. Yes, we can do it, inshallah. Good. It's a good thing, you know. So alhamdulillah, it's a good thing. Or you fail in something, inshallah, I can try again. I'll try until I make it. All right? Or this life is a life of striving. All right? Allah has created us as a Khalifa on this earth. Inshallah, I strive to make myself good. I also strive to help others to be good and make this world good. So that is striving. Inshallah, I'll improve myself in terms of my knowledge, in terms of my skills, my capabilities, so that I can have a better life for myself and my family, my children, or whatever it is. So improve. Or you have to do something, you don't think, shall I do it or not? Shall I do it or not? That is procrastination. So inshallah, do it. So you just do it. And then the outcome, leave it to Allah. All right? And then there are many more. So these are inner thoughts that you develop within yourself. The more you nurture these kind of thoughts, the more successful you are in life. The more you become an achiever in life. But if you nurture the other type of this negative inner speech, this mental clutter, these automatic thoughts that is causing you stress, putting you into a situation of despair. For example, like, no, everything is no. Why not you go and try this? No, it's too difficult. No, there's no hope. You do something and you fail, and you feel despair, no hope. Or, no way out, I see no way out. Or, the world is unfair. No, I work so hard and I fail in my exam. Oh, the whole world is unfair. The exam system is unfair. The school system is unfair. Everything is unfair. Or I do a business and then I got cheated. So this is all this very bad thing. So you begin to have this inner clutter that is going to become like a vice. It'll grip your mind until you find yourself stuck in a negativity. All right. So a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm unlucky lah. That fella is lucky. He became a millionaire. I know I try my best, but then I'm not lucky lah." So, there's no such thing as luck. So these are the things that if you realize, you can nurture your akal and your brain to have this positive thought. So how to do that? You don't fight. If you have this type of thoughts, too difficult, no hope, no, it's crazy, or it's a shitty world, all kind of nonsense that you're talking to yourself. You take a deep breath, relax, reflect. Always these 3 steps. Take a deep breath, hold on, reflect. Is it real? Or is it something that I think about and I think about and I think about that is actually making me despair about my life, about my family, about my society, about everything? Because we are living in this world where the negative input that we get from the media, from the newspaper, from the YouTube, from everywhere, all negative things. You look at the newspaper, bombing here, killing here, suicide bombing here, murder, gun shootout, bombs, everything. You see everything. Then you see all kind of nonsense in terms of the display of overt sexual suggestion, nakedness, pornography. So all these negative things are impinging on you. You cannot escape this dunya. That is the reality. But you can form this inner speech by nurturing positive inner speech in a process, inshallah, by understanding when you are impinged by this negative input into your brain, pause, take a deep breath, hold and reflect. Is this good for me or is not good for me? Then you try to say, okay, inshallah, if you see there's no hope, as long as I'm alive, inshallah there's hope. So you bring this idea, as long as I'm alive, inshallah there's hope. There's hope in Allah, in the grace, the gift and the mercy of Allah. And so many of those gifts that we can actually develop, so that as we develop this nurturing of positive inner speech, we will transform our life towards peace, happiness and success in this world and the hereafter. And we can help our client who have this negative inner speech to slowly move from here to here. This is the goal. So that our goal is here, this is nafsul, at this level is nafsul, amara and A, here it is an L, nafsul, and here is nafsul, mutmainnah. So in our lifetime, we should try to reach this goal of peace, tranquility, happiness, fulfillment and success. And the whole idea is very simple. Just hold, breathe, reflect, and then don't fight this negative. Find an alternative that is on the positive side. So this is a very simple method which you can help a lot of people, especially those with OCD, those who have anorexia, bulimia, and so many of the other psychological problems, for them to understand this simple chart. So this is negative, this is negative, this is positive. So you must move upward, not move downward. Okay? So I hope I have given you some idea of how to nurture positive inner speech, and this is a very important concept in our positive Islamic psychology, and this is something that you have to understand thoroughly and apply it on your life, because all of us will have negative speech, inner speech. So slowly but steadily we try to remove a little bit of this one by one, and then try to put the thoughts that reflects our being as a true Muslim and mu'min in servitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always striving, remember, to make ourselves good, to help others to be good, and make this world good for all the good creatures of Allah on this earth, inshallah.